Hi, this is Janossy. In this video, I'll show you how to install the slides that we've created in package form using Picasa. First, I'm going to log into Blackboard. And now I will pick out a course that it's appropriate for me to put those slides into. And I'm going to go into the first week's content folder where I'm going to install the slides. So I'll go into the Edit view, and I'm going to install an item. So I'll click on the word item here in the add line, and the name will be Lecture 2 Slides. And a little comment I'll put in will be, please review these slides from Lecture 2 as a part of your preparation for the midterm. And now let's upload those slides. At the Browse button, I'll go find wherever those slides were. They were in, as I recall, our Discover Explore class of 2008, Chicago Architecture, and I'm looking for a zipped file that contains Lecture 2. And as I recall, it was in the Lecture 2 slides for Blackboard New. And here's all the files associated with it, but remember, it was the zipped up file that contains all of this that I'm going to highlight. Click the Open button to get its name into this location, and then here's a very special action. Ordinarily, you don't take any action with this drop down, but notice when I click into it, there are three choices. Create a link, which is the default, display media file within the page, which will immediately display this file if it were a JPEG, or unpackage this file. A zipped up file is actually called a package in Blackboard. So that's what I'm going to choose. And I'll click the Display After button and then Submit. Now, I do expect to have another screen come up which is different than the screen that you're accustomed to when you submit something. And the second screen that comes up now asks me to specify the entry point by highlighting one of these names. An entry point in this form of package is always going to be called index.html. So I have to scan through this thing and find that file that's called index.html, and it could be just about anywhere in here. So let's hope I can find it quickly. And here we go. Index.html. This is the starting point. This is the same thing that in testing these slides when I first created them using Picasa, this is the file that I clicked on to open up. It directs the actions of drawing in all the other files. So having clicked that, I think I'll launch this in the same window that's within this frame. That will make it very convenient for students to remain in Blackboard as they view the slides. And then let's click Submit. The receipt that comes back indicates successful completion of the action. And here I'm going to go back into the display view to see this as a student would tune in. So here I have our page banner and various other links. I have a video that's the subject of another tutorial on how to install videos such as this. And here I have Lecture 2 slides and the file that I uploaded. So if I click on this, here's the action that I had expected. The slides are now being displayed within Blackboard. This scroll is necessary because the slide is longer than the screen is deep. But with a small change here in the browser by going to View and Full Screen, I can overcome that, and the entire slide is presented. So if I click the next picture, I get the next slide. It comes up rather rapidly. I can scroll separately, the scroll bars, and use the thumbnails that are presented to go to any particular slide. I can always go back to the first one with this button, or I could go to the last with that. And you'll notice the viewing here is independent of the position of the thumbnails, although the thumbnails will let me choose a slide to go to and present it very quickly. The white background that I chose when I packaged this up in Picasa may or may not be desirable. it's a little difficult to see this slider bar. That's why I think gray as a background may have some advantages. When the student wants to leave the presentation of the slides, it's best just to simply click on the content area button where they had first gone to access them. The reason for that is if you're into the slides and you've begun viewing them, the browser's history may maintain a history of all the slides that you visited. And so here I visited about 5 slides. If I go backwards, if the backwards button is even available, if I go backwards, it's going to go backwards through each of those slides. And it will take me longer to get to someplace else in Blackboard. So it's much better to leave this by simply going to a new destination, even if that destination is the same one in which the slides are housed. And that's really all it takes to upload slides to Blackboard and have them presented in this way. Thanks a lot. Tune in to other video tutorials which will show you how to take many other actions with Blackboard to present video itself, for example this type of video, and to produce other types of video besides slide sets such as this and make them accessible within Blackboard. Thanks a lot. My name is Janossy and we're happy to present this information to you.